Hello everyone and welcome to a new video. If you're new here, thank you for subscribing and thank you so much for joining me. Today's video is a little bit different. I wanted to do a junk journal with me / little chat about what junk journaling is. And I just want to say there is no correct answer to that. There is lots of different opinions and lots of different ways that people use junk journals, and there are different styles of junk journaling. So I'm just here to show you how I use my junk journal and just kind of explain a little bit about my method and my way of working and what I like to use. So I put the definition of ephemera up because a lot of people, actually my main question when I first got into junk journaling is, why are people using these random things in their journals? Things that you normally would throw away. I didn't understand it until recently. And my answer to that is I've learned to realize that little bits and pieces in your everyday life, they can actually hold like a memory. You can look at them later on in life and be like, oh yeah, I remember that. Or, I remember that we had done that, or if it was a picture, remember we went there, or a receipt. This is one of my favorite stores. Oh, I just loved going there. So different things like that. And today in my journaling process, I am using some receipts, some tags, some little like price tags. I've been doing a lot of thrifting lately, and I actually chose this journal spread because the little tab on the left side page, it looks like a little quilt piece, and I've been doing lots of thrifting because I've been on the hunt for quilts and vintage textiles. So I kept little tags and a little receipt for my journaling expeditions or my thrifting expeditions, because this is like one of my favorite things to do right now is to thrift and to go hunting for things like that. Another one of my favorite things to use is envelopes, things that I receive in the mail. So this envelope came from a mini mail swap, and I had never met this person. I don't know who this person is. It was just a surprise swap partner. And I just love the decorations, the collaging she did on this envelope. Now, normally you can just stick this envelope in your journal and use it as what it is, a little envelope, and just, stuff it full of stuff. But I wanted to do something a little bit different. I love the little collage on the right side of the envelope. So I cut it out and I'm gluing down the flap so that it just kind of flips open. And I end up doing some journaling on the top of that piece. And it just makes my journal more interactive and fun to use, fun to look at. I'm also using a little bag. It's like a little wax baggie that I had gotten in a purchase. I think there are some stickers in there or something. So I'm going to go ahead and glue that down, and I'm using that as a pocket for this little receipt. And I'm also going to kind of staple the shopping tag on there as well, so the receipt pulls in and out easily from the little pocket. So different things like that. I've learned to really love using to make my journal more interactive. Another main part of junk journaling for me is repurposing things, reusing things. It's so easy just to throw away receipts and tags and little pieces of paper and envelopes and that you get in the mail. It's just so easy to throw that stuff away. But how cool is it to reuse it and repurpose it and to put it in something special like your journal? So I also end up using this Ghirardelli chocolate wrapper. I had thrown this in with my little scrap box a while back, and it's so funny to me because my family is full of picky eaters, and these chocolates is probably one of the only things that we can all agree on that we absolutely love. And these chocolates don't last very long in my house because we're always eating them and fighting over them, and so I just wanted to save this little wrapper because it just kind of reminds me of me and my husband and my kids sitting around my table, having a little treat together and just having a moment of, oh my gosh, this is so good, and all of us enjoying it together. So that's why I had saved that, and I wanted to put that in there. And of course, it helps that this packaging is really beautiful and shiny and a really pretty color. So yeah, it's just another way to add a little memory into your journal. As well as some decoration and color and texture. So that's definitely my main way of journaling. I like to just reuse things. I like to find old vintage receipts in ledger and paper and use that, because there is nothing like old paper. There's nothing like the texture, the feel, even the smell of old paper is just so unique. So another one of the things that I love to use is old paper. This here is another fun piece. This is just an old label that I'm not really sure what it was on, possibly a cigar box, but I love the color, I love the shape, I love the design of it, and I've been hoarding it for a while. Actually, I've had it in my scrap box for quite a while, so I wanted to go ahead and use it and just kind of suck it down underneath that little flap just to fill in the empty spots. And I go ahead and I think next here I'm going to look through the Happy Meal that I had received from that person, that the envelope that I just used, and she had sent some stickers, so I go ahead and use stickers. Stickers are a great way. I love to use them kind of at the end of a page just to add some more decoration, to fill in some empty spots, and just to add some more layers and colors. So this little pocket that she had made, that she had stuffed full of little stickers and things, isn't it just so beautiful? Like, I can never throw that away. I would have to repurpose that somehow. I didn't use it in this journal spread today, but I will definitely use it in the future. It is so pretty and perfect and double-sided and just really, really neat. So I just am going ahead and picking out what stickers I want to use. I end up settling on one that complements that little patch, that little tag, that quilt patch there. I love colors, I love florals, so it just was the perfect little touch. And I wanted to go ahead and use the little letter that she had sent with the mini mail. She had written it on the most beautiful little piece of paper with some little kittens on it. So I thought it was so cute. Definitely wanted to add that in there, and I go ahead and layer some other pieces on top of it that came in that mini mail. So all of my journals that I have put a little piece in the front of the journal that has the date that I started the journal and my name. And when I finish a journal, I put a little dedication in the back of it because I dedicate each one of these journals to my daughters. Like I choose a different daughter each time that will inherit these journals. And this journal in particular is like one of my favorite journals just because of the style and everything. And I can't wait for my girls to one day look through this and read my journaling and look at everything that I saved and all the little cutting and gluing and everything that I've done in this journal. And it's just like a little piece of me. So one day when I'm gone, they can look back at this and just cherish this little journal. And I'm going through my little Tim Holtz book of different sentiments, and I'm picking out something really sweet to put on top of that letter that folds out. And I like to add different quotes and song lyrics and just things that inspire me. Some days I don't do a ton of journaling. Some days I just do a tiny little bit. Like today I just wrote a few little paragraphs, and that's okay. That's just what I feel like doing in that moment. Other days I do 2 whole full pages of just writing because I had a lot on my mind that day. And I especially like to add quotes and song lyrics, things that mean a lot to me, things that inspire me, because like I said, these will go to my daughters one day, and I hope they can find a little piece of inspiration in these pages. And I'm going ahead and adding the date underneath that flap. I like to add the date somewhere on the journal spread. And I go ahead and do some journaling on that envelope on the inside of it, and just kind of journal about the little mini swap and how it was such a cute thing. And so I like to journal kind of all throughout the pages, like wherever there's room. So on the left-hand side, that whole page was a vintage page with some writing on it, and I didn't want to, you can see that I don't do anything on the whole middle part of that page just because the lettering, the writing is so beautiful, and that to me is just, it's gorgeous, and I didn't want to cover it. So I just go ahead and journal underneath it, and go ahead and journal on the right hand side underneath that as well. So yeah, I just kind of find little areas that I can journal on, and if I need extra space, I'll go ahead and add an extra sheet of ledger or whatever I have at that time. And these are the finished pages. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions for me, go ahead and comment down below. And if you are ready, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. It just truly makes my heart so happy to see new subscribers. So thanks so much for joining me. And if you're looking for a junk journal, go ahead and check out my Etsy. I have a few available right now. And thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.